Hi, I'm Corey Cole,
And I'm Lori Cole.
and we're the creators of the Quest for Glory series of adventure role playing games. These were acclaimed, award winning, best selling games, and we kind of invented the idea of mixing together adventure and role playing in one game.
And this is Hero U, Road to Redemption, and this is our combat prototype for the turn-based combat that we're going to use in this game.
Now, this game is in the same spirit as the Quest for Glory games, it's sort of a spiritual successor. And we're going to show off how the combat features work here.
I'll start out by giving you a basic rundown of what the interface is. We'll start up showing the journal to give you some context of why your character's here.
Now, the journal is very important and useful in the game because every time you do something important or something that later on you're going to discover is important happens, the game will automatically record it in the journal. And you can go back and look through that journal anytime during the game to find out what it is you've done and remind yourself. And that's especially good if you're playing the game 2 or 3 weeks later.
And it gives you from the opinion of the main character, Sean, so you get to see his reaction to the events. Here we're going through the basic interface that we were going to be using for the game.
So we have a help screen here that you can get, and that shows you the basic commands. When you move your mouse over an object, you'll get the name of the object. If you left click on an empty place, then you'll move to it. If you left click on an object, you can interact. Right click an object to get a look message, a description of the object. And you can do control click to run, shift click to sneak, or click on a monster in order to select it. And that brings up this combat interface that's at the bottom. We'll talk more about that later.
Here we go. We'll stroll casually through this wine cellar. And we'll do some basic mouse overs to see what's in the immediate area.
And we can get the look messages. The look messages will either give you something useful, or sometimes it's just got a little joke in there because this game is full of humor. There's a lot of puns and word plays. And we try to separate that from the important parts of the game. But, you just never know. So it's all about atmosphere.
So when we left-clicked on those wine bottles, we moved over there and then started to get his response. And then we'll choose from the menu what we want to actually do. And one of the things we're going to do with them is pick up a few bottles.
And we looked at the wine rack afterwards and saw that there weren't any more that useful ones we could get. So let's try the Drat Nest here.
Right.
Oh, there's a healing potion. That sounds good.
Yes, I don't know why drats have a healing potion in their nest, but I think that's because it could be useful right now.
Well, it's either that they're smart enough to know they might need healing, or it could be that former adventurers didn't get a chance to drink that potion in time.
Okay, here's some nifty tips of what to do here. We're going to sneak forward.
Yes, this is kind of a tutorial mode because this is the first time we're doing combat. We get some messages that say what you can do. So there's the throwing menu, which is the ranged, and we picked out one of those wine bottles and threw it. Now you can see that didn't hurt the monster very much, but it made a little dent in itself.
And it brought it over to us. So now it's time to slice it.
And here we have just a basic attack. Sean is not a super warrior, so rather than have a lot of different attacks, it really wouldn't be much different for a rogue. We just give you one basic attack.
Fortunately, drats aren't very tough.
And that one attack is enough. So let's go over and see if there's anything in the body.
Ooh, drat parts! Yay!
Okay, so part of the thing that was in the journal at the beginning said that we're looking for monster parts to cells. Here's one of the nests, and we'll check that out. So far, these drats have been pretty rich. We're getting some pretty good loot out of them.
Ooh, a flambe! That sounds pretty exciting.
So this is a grenade weapon. It's a throwing weapon that we can use, and basically what it will do is set a monster on fire. We probably want to save that for something tough. We don't want to use that in these little drats because they're not too hard to fight.
Yeah, so far we've been lucky. So let's throw a throwing dagger, and you can see that does a fair amount of damage when that hits.
Yeah, it's a little better than an old wine bottle, and made a pretty good dent. Or our second hit really took it down. Part of the thing too is our skill system here. Sean is continually getting better at fighting as he goes
sit
through
at
this.
the top. Sean's combat increased. That's because he's getting better.
And as you get better, you do more damage, and you have an easier time of hitting the opponents. So let's sneak along because you never know if there's another one hiding there.
Until we get bored. And then we just stroll.
Yeah. This door, it's a metal gate.
Alright, let's see if this is... Okay, check for traps.
Yeah, something that says check for traps. That's always a good idea when you're in a dangerous adventuring situation.
Huh, no traps there. Good for us.
Yeah, I mean, who'd put a trap in a wine cellar anyway? But just to be prudent.
New trap.
Oh, yeah, there's
Sneak
no
a little
rat.
closer and we will throw. Ta-da!
Yeah, good den of its health. A little bit hurt from the last fight still. But not too bad.
Okay, another stabby, and it jumps and leaps at us and bites at us.
We have the number keys set up here too, so you can use the 1 key to attack. If you prefer a keyboard to a mouse interface.
And down it goes, and we do a little happy dance.
Yay, happy dance. This drat has some drat parts. You know, it's probable that every drat we kill is going to have some drat parts on it. It's just a question of how many we want to collect.
Fortunately that, because there's nothing more nuisance than killing a bunch of things and all you can get is nothing.
You mean like the zebras that have no hooves?
Yes, yes.
Oh, I never saw anything like that.
Yeah.
So, we just found a spring trap that sounds like might be useful. So, Sean likes to be a little tricky. He's not just a run-in and attack.
Part of the reason is this game is turn-based, but we wanted to make it exciting so it isn't just using a weapon, it's using your brains. And we're going to provide a lot of tools like traps and throwing weapons and throwing objects that you can use to use strategy and tactics rather than skills.
Oh, there's 3 drats in this room, and we've been fighting one at a time, so this sounds a little tough.
This is going to be more interesting.
So what are we going to do here?
Yes. We'll use our trap.
Yeah, maybe that'll slow one of them down so we can fight the other 2.
Okay. And we'll remember that we're very badly wounded and take a healing potion because we didn't heal up automatically between battles.
Yeah, healing only happens overnight, or if you use a healing item. So you're going to throw a dagger at it, make a nice dent in it, and then, oh, it's caught in the trap.
Good. So we get a free slice at it, and that did a lot of good there. And all of a sudden, the other drats come up and come at us. Personally, I think I would have finished off the one in the trap.
I might have, but, you know, right now it's caught in the trap, so it's not really hurting us.
All right, let's fight it. Fight that one. Yep, got hit in the butt.
Automatically turn to face the last one that attacks you. Okay, oh, the one just broke out of the trap, though.
And you're getting a running commentary down there of what's going on if you care to read it. You know,
Our text box is, you know, we're trying to have some fun messages in there that talks about what's going on in the combat. And then, of course, you have the health bar for you and the monster that shows you the status.
Yep, we're getting hurt, but so is the drat.
This one's going to be close. I don't know who's going to win this.
Oh, we did our happy dance again. So
Yay!
Alright, let's go around, look for some more parts, look to see what else is in this room.
We're still alive. Wasn't that part of a song?
Mm-hmm. So, at any rate, here we go, doing our examine the drat nest.
Okay, ew, it stinks! Let's keep searching it.
Ah, lock picks. The drats know how to pick locks. That's interesting.
Or maybe they just picked up some lock picks from someone that was better at picking locks than fighting drats.
Possibly. And we'll go examine this kiln. Now, this was used to make bottles in the days when this was real wine cellar.
Yeah. Of course, it has all those sections in there because that's actually how that kind of kiln was built. But, oh, we found an old ring there. Well, let's take it because, you know, this is a role-playing game. Everything you find, you got to take.
And we've equipped a daring. So, yeah.
Hopefully that'll help us in some way. We don't exactly know what a daring is yet, but hopefully it'll be useful for something.
Alright, let's go wander through these places we've already been and make sure we checked every last drat that was in our way. But there's still no regenerating drat parts.
I suspect we actually missed a couple, but that's okay. We're not really going to need the drat parts in this demo. There's a door with a keyhole, so we're looking through it and seeing there's another corridor beyond this one.
Okay, I'm doing our regular, you know, dungeon duty here. Making sure. Oh!
So pick the lock, because this one is actually locked, but we didn't get it. Now, as in Quest for Glory, each time you do an action, such as picking the lock, you can see at the top of the screen it said lockpicking increased. You have a chance of gaining some skill. And if your skill gets up high enough, then you can pick the lock.
So we managed to get through that. Great.
And unfortunately, nothing attacked us while we're doing that. If you'd been doing that in amongst a crowd of monsters, you probably would not have had much time to improve your lockpicking skill before they got to you.
Okay, let's check this thing for traps. No traps. Okay. Let's try picking this lock. Oops.
Oh, wait a second. This one I can't pick. It says no, I will not be able to pick it no matter how much I practice. So the game tries to be fair to you. We're not going to make you sit there and practice your lockpick skill when it isn't going to do you any good.
Yeah, take an extra wine bottle for throwing at odds and ends.
Yeah, so far we've only needed one throwing weapon per combat. Oh, this one got an interesting message. It says one of these bottles looks a little different than the others, so we better investigate this.
One of these bottles is not like the other. Well, that will be useful. It's a good thing.
Yeah, so I got a healing potion from there. And let's look at the next door. And when you right-click on it, it looks from wherever you're standing, so it doesn't move you into danger. When you left-click on it, you can examine it more closely, but you might set off a trap, you might be seen.
Right.
So, we'll try to open it, but it's locked.
So, once again, we will have to try to pick this lock.
And this one's a little tougher lock than the previous one. Every lock has a level of difficulty, and this one's tougher, so we have to still increase our lockpicking skill before we can get it open. Just a little more practice. Oh, there my lockpicking skill increased, and
ta-da! We get to go through the room.
So there's some stacked barrels. There might still be some wine in there. And, wine's useful. Besides drinking it, you can give it as gifts to people and make friends. So we searched them.
Ah, and we found a flambe.
That means we have 2 flambés now, so maybe it's safe to use one.
Okay.
Lori and I are kind of bad. When we play role-playing games, we accumulate all these things for combat and potions and stuff, and we never use any of them because we always figure that sooner or later we're going to have the perfect moment for it.
Well, in this case, there will be. And we have a bad drat here. We have a warrior drat as well as a normal drat.
So we're going to send a trap out in the direction of the normal one because we want to focus on the tough one. And then we'll try out that flambe. Ooh, that's a pretty good explosion.
All right, let's try it.
And that flambe did a good job. It's more than half damage.
Well, on the other hand, we were considerably more than half damage, so it's a good thing we had that healing potion.
Yeah, so maybe we should have drunk the healing potion earlier.
It's also a good thing that, that drat was happy to wait his turn. All right, let's get that drat down the rest of the way.
Yeah, he was able to attack us while we were drinking the potion, but only once. So you take turns here.
There we go.
All right, finished off the warrior drat, and now we can go after the little one.
Now that he's out of his trap. Okay, let's
But he missed us because...
Good thing. And we're good. Ta-da! Nah! One more. There we go.
All right, so we'll skip the little one. But let's search the warrior drat here.
Oh, we conveniently picked up our trap, too, so that we can reuse it next.
Yeah, so that's automated. We didn't see any reason. Let's see. Okay, so there's a drat nest, and looks like a cozy place to sleep, but we'll just skip that for now. We got places to go and things to do.
So let's check this one for traps. We'll just open it up and go wandering around, see what we could see.
Take our time, just in case there's another monster.
Check out traps, check out odds and ends.
Large wooden crate. And there's some leather we can see in there. So maybe that's useful. Oh, look, it's actually a full leather vest.
Wow, we'll just have to equip that right here and there. Never mind that the drats have probably been nesting in it. Okay, we don't care.
Yeah, what's a little drat poop among friends?
And we're going to look through here and try and pick the lock. Oh,
we'll do our usual look for trap. This time there is a trap.
Oh no, we better disarm it before we set it off.
And so we get a choice of examining it to find out how tough it is, or we'll just disarm it.
Nice work, me.
Yeah, so let's open the door now. Of course, it's locked. But we'll pick the lock, and this lock wasn't any harder than the last one. It was just the trick was the trap.
And since we already have that skill, it wasn't a big deal. Ooh. That isn't a trap.
It's something green. And we don't know for sure, but we suspect maybe it's tough. Well, it looks pretty scary. Look at those bug eyes.
All right, let's prepare this one. Let's make sure we're ready for that combat.
So even though there's only one, we'll put down the trap, because maybe we'll get a free attack or two. And we'll try our powerful flambe on it, and whoosh!
And we get it in the trap.
Yeah, looking at its health, it didn't go down very much.
No.
And Warrior Drat went way down when the flambe hit it.
It says this is a pretty tough monster.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we got him in the trap, so he couldn't take his retaliation right away. All right, now he's almost down, and he hits us. And
yeah, that hurt.
I don't want to fight him at full power. Yes, we got him though.
Okay.
Let's go over and...
It's a cross between a praying mantis and a giant roach. Ugh.
Let us poach the proach. Or approach the proach.
Proach parts could be useful. Let's just take some. But wait.
There's more. This thing had a key.
Yeah, so it's wearing a key around its neck. That seems kind of weird for a monster to be wearing a key. And appears to be a magical key. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we got ourselves a
There's still a little flash there from where we threw the flambe. And it just now it's burnt out.
All right, let's go over to this door with his dark room behind it.
Some mysterious door with something big and scary behind it.
Yeah. A little too scary for us right now.
Yeah. We are, after all, just a very young beginning adventurer here.
Alright.
But let's see the nest.
Oh, it got a big boom.
A big boom?
Well, I think, and some healing potions, just in case.
Well, that's good, because we used a lot of healing potions. I'm not sure we had any left. Let's examine the candles. You no take candle!
I don't think Kadrat really said that, but okay.
Yeah, it's probably all in our imagination. Let's put the candle back.
And that's about all we can do there.
That's a little reference to the film Young Frankenstein. Got a lot of little silly things like that thrown in here.
Just because we enjoyed them.
Yeah.
All right. Since we've already explored these rooms,
we'd be dating ourselves, but fortunately, we can still watch that film. And the Beatles are still popular, and Beethoven's still popular. So even if you're as old as we are, doesn't matter. If you're as young as our son, you can still pretend you're as old as we are.
That was profound.
I know.
And
it's the wisdom of the aged.
I see. Speak for yourself. At any rate, we'll come back to this. Oh, you decided we need another bottle?
Yeah, let's check out that wine rack. Maybe we need to get some more bottles.
Yeah, never know. All right, and back to the grate that we couldn't open.
Yeah, we couldn't get the store open before, and it said nothing we did would work. But now it has a new option in the menu, because it knows we're carrying a magical key. Now it added use key on lock. And that did it. That opens the door.
Okay, now we get to go into a brand new room. We'll do a cautious sneak into the room, see what we can see.
And there's some line. Ooh, there's a treasure chest, but there's something in front of it. It's some kind of a skeleton in glowing golden armor. Ah.
Yes, but meanwhile, we have better things to do, like examine the wine bottles.
Yeah,
wine
it hasn't
presses.
noticed us. It's guarding the chest. It's not guarding the wine presses.
Okay, let's play around with this while we're in a crucial situation with a monster.
Sure, it's only life and death.
Right.
So we'll check out everything there is to check out.
Because we have this.
Turning the handle didn't do anything.
All right, let's start this combat now. Putting down a nifty trap.
And for smart,
you put down the big boom.
Yeah, maybe that'll do something.
Although, to tell you the truth, if that big boom goes off on that trap, it should.
I think we forgot to heal ourselves this time.
Away.
Maybe we ought to have done that.
Oh, that would have been wise.
Fortunately, this monster moves really, really slowly.
But we'll throw. And then the boom went off.
Louis!
And then a stab, and he is down.
Now, the game won't be quite so easy as that. We decided to give the Big Boom a little extra power here, because, ooh, dem bones, dem bones, dem draw bones.
All right, and now we get to go to the treasure chest, which is why we're supposed to be here in the first place. Why else
Yeah,
would
that's what
we?
the journal said, was there was a big treasure hidden somewhere.
That's a pretty good-sized treasure chest. I have to admit that.
Let's see.
What do we have here?
It's locked. Like, I was expecting something else.
Okay, well, we could pick the lock, or...
Yeah, maybe half an hour of picking the lock, we'll probably get it open. It's probably a tough one.
Oh, let's check us out. Gee.
Yeah, let's see. Our lock-picking skill is up to 18.
And we're wearing the magical vest, and we've got that nifty dagger, and daring. Cool.
Let's go see. The daring. Oh, it's daring, all right. It improves our agility.
It made us charming. I'm sure the drats appreciated our charm.
Defense.
Yeah. Okay.
So we got some pretty good stuff on there, but, you know, our lock-picking skill is still kind of pathetic. So I don't know if it's going to get a real big treasure chest. We have a reputation of good boy. So far we haven't gotten much trouble.
Yes. So let's use the magic key. One quick twist, and...
Dun-da-dum! All right, we have the treasure. And that looks like a lot of treasure. That might even pay our tuition for a semester.
Gee, we're so lucky. So that's our game. Row you.
And then we have a cute little verse that we have for winning and death situations. Sean was clever and found the treasure. Now his dreams can come true. He won't be rash. He'll take some of his cash and use it to back Hero U. Wait a second. That was an advertisement. What's that doing in the demo?
Well, it is a demo after all.
Yeah, so if you head over to Kickstarter.com and search for Hero-U, you can find our game project there. And if you like what you see, kick in a few bucks and help us to make this game. We'd really appreciate it.